Guys, I hope that all of you are doing great. Now, what are the Web3 domains? You might have heard about the domains, about the Ethereum naming service, about xyz.eth. Let's say my name is Abdullah, abdullah.eth domain. So, what is the actual usage of this? Because we have heard it, and a lot of people have been calling for it that we should get one. But what is the problem that it is solving? Why not just go and get the normal.com domain? So I wanted to cover that particular portion in this video, that what are the Web3 domains, what are the usage of it, what is the kind of a problem that it is solving. So first and foremost, let me tell you, it is solving one of the biggest problem of the blockchain for the mass adoption. Now, to equate it with internet so that people may understand, let's say you had to email to someone, and to email to someone you had to use the IP address 122.143.145.133, right? That would have been somebody's address, and you had to remember that, copy paste, and then to communicate to other person or email the other person, you had to do that onto the internet. How feasible it would have been, how easy it would have been. Definitely it would have been a nightmare for the people. We already have the email address xyz@gmail.com or whatever, or probably the names, I mean different ways of communication in a user friendly way. Similarly, one of the biggest blockage right now, like for the mass adoption for the future, when the crypto, we are calling crypto, and the Web3 will be the future, the addresses, the kind of addresses that we have seen, it is like 16-digit address, ABC15478, and right now we are using the addresses to communicate, to do the financial transaction. We have to send, let's say, one Ethereum to an address somebody sitting in United States or anywhere out there in the world. We have to use their unique address, send, and then re-verify it, because a lot of times when you're trying to copy paste 16-digit address, you might be making a mistake. That problem is being solved by this domain, Ethereum, this Web3 domains. Like, let's say my name is Abdullah, I registered a domain via the name abdullah.eth, right? Now this domain I can use for, this can be connected with my private wallet, with my respective wallet. That means the next time I want somebody to send me the money, send me the crypto, I do not need to provide them with the respective big addresses. It can simply, they can simply be using my domain, Web3 domain itself. So abdullah.eth, this is the kind of a thing that'll enable the mass adoption, like that'll ease upon the mass adoption. So this is why it is important, and in fact a lot of people are making big businesses via it. How come? Because the people are realizing the world is moving towards Web3. The smarter people who want to flip the domains and stuff, they are buying some of the big names Web3 domains. For example, let's say there is a billionaire out there, he has not yet registered a Web3 domain, so somebody would out there go and register the Web3 domain out of his name, and then email that guy that, okay, I have the Web3 domain, and this is like very important, we believe that you may be interested in having it, and we are selling for something. So ideally he could have got, let's say, $100, but this guy is charging the billionaire for $20,000, $50,000, even $100,000, making a big bang out of it. Similarly, for the .com domain, if you remember earlier, some of the people like purchased the early domain in 1994, 1995, FIFA.com, cars.com, they were sold for millions of dollars later. So this is the reason, like, we need to understand about the Web3 domains, and it is actually something that is going to solve the big problem. So what are the Web3 domains? Basically, this differ from the standard domain name address, such as like the .com. It is simply, let's say, the news lac.crypto, and it is the representation like .eth sometimes. So basically this is the, as I've already told you, like, how do you communicate? Instead of using the blockchain address, 16-digit blockchain address, somebody can use like bob.eth. This could be the address, and this is far more easier for the institutional adoption, for the mass adoption in the future. For example, this is the example of how the address looks like. But instead of that, a typical address via the name, let's say bob.eth, xyz.eth, that will be much more useful and help in the future for the mass adoption. Now, having said that, what is the ENS and how does it work? Basically, we just talked about the the general thing, the Web3 domain. How do you, where it is available, like what kind of services, where the service is provided to get. So this ENS, Ethereum Naming Service. And basically they even have the crypto token via the name ENS. So the primary purpose of Ethereum Naming Service is to convert the machine readable identifiers like Ethereum address to human readable names. So basically, as you know, like the web began as a decentralized system based on the DNS, with anybody able to buy, own, and manage their domain name and move on from one host to another as needed, with complete control and ownership over all underlying data. But how does a decentralized Web3 name service work? The community has shown a lot of interest, and basically, all in all, ENS intends to provide this solution that you can own your, instead of the wallet address, you can even own the decentralized website. For example, alex.eth, as I already gave you the example. So behind the scenes, a lot of things may be happening. Overall, what we need to do, what we need to know, that we can have our own address and that can be used for the financial transaction in the future instead of the wallet addresses. So as you can see, long numbers, what are the ETH domains used for? Long numbers or the addresses can be converted into easy to remember word using the ENS. This results in a more direct experience with fewer opportunities mistake. Like this is one of the biggest problem as well. Let's say some of the people had to send like probably millions of dollars. Majority of the cases it's fine, but sometimes you miss a single letter out of the 16 digit. You make the capital letter small letter, you make the letter a number, one single letter. All your money is gone to completely different address and irreversible. But it may not happen, it cannot happen into the name case, right? If I'm asking you to send to abdullah.eth, if you're making the mistake, this is a much more avoidable mistake. So it is actually solving this problem, big problem as well. So that is the actual usage of this. How do you register .eth name? So basically you need to be signing into Ethereum enabled browser. And how does it actually connect? So basically this is the website app.ens.domains, and from there it will connect to your MetaMask wallet. That is a crypto wallet if you guys do not know about it, or probably even the Coinbase wallet or any other wallet, but this is the private MetaMask wallet, and that is how you can get your domain. Like further instructions will be given to you. It is just that via your crypto, via your Ethereum, you're getting the respective thing, and you're getting your ENS name, which can be used for the financial transaction. So it's very, very easy on that front once you have it. So this is the future of Web3. What is the future of Web3 domains? In the future, let's say onto the PayPal, how do you pay the other person? Do they give you the IP address 143.304. Instead of that, somebody can give you their email address. Let's say abdullah@abdullah@abdullahzahid.com, and you can send the money to that particular email address via the PayPal, right? So it becomes as easy as that. You're emailing to the same person onto the same email address. You're sending the money onto the same address. It is much more user friendly. You're using the name of the person and sending the money via the PayPal. And similar transition is going to happen within the crypto and the blockchain, where you are actually using the memorable names to transfer the money, to do the transactions, rather than utilizing those big numbers of the wallet. Definitely it is going to be, once we are talking about the mass adoption, literally I believe it cannot happen without something like this. Because in the future, when we are talking about day-to-day transactions happening, are we saying that every time we need to verify those 16-digit web address, everyone is like very good at that? Probably not. You need to be simplifying. You need to be having a simplification way to do that, and that is the best way, where you can actually use the friendly names and reminding names, and people can choose their names, and that is how you communicate into the Web3 world. Again, guys, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please ensure that you hit the subscribe button. If you believe that we deserve far more subscribers, if you like the content, please ensure that you share this video smash the like button, and please comment down below for what you think about the Web3 domain. Did you get one yet? Are you planning for the future? Do you believe that it is actually solving the big problem? And again, thanks a lot for watching the video, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Bye.